Today, I will change the topic and post about natural science and future industries. It may be a bit difficult, but it is an interesting story, and it is very useful content for investors or anyone interested in future industries, so please listen to the 10-minute post until the end and click like. You probably know about latent heat. That's right, latent heat. This is energy transferred in a process, such as a change in state between solid, liquid, or gas, without a change in the body's temperature. To make it easier to understand, using water as an example, the heat of melting from ice to water and the heat of evaporation from water to steam corresponds to this. It is also called hidden heat. The latent heat of water is about 597.3 kilocalories per kilogram at 0 degrees Celsius, so the latent heat enthalpy of water vapor at temperature T degrees Celsius and weight kilograms is about 597.3 kilocalories based on 0 degrees Celsius. The world's first technology to use this latent heat to create living energy needed for our daily lives was invented in Korea. It truly is like a dream and a lie. However, this is a clear fact. In addition to the theory, we created a system called Exergy 21, which has been used for over 10 years in various places such as apartments, smart farms, KT research centers and internet data centers, and golf courses in Korea, and it is receiving good reviews. As I mentioned earlier, Exergy 21 can only adjust domestic water and temperature from 5 to 60 degrees at any time. Exergy 21 cannot create temperatures below freezing or water or temperatures above 60. This range of 5 to 60 degrees is often referred to as living energy. Now let's talk about Exergy 21 in detail. Until now, the only eco-friendly energy available to mankind has been hydropower, wind or solar power, and geothermal energy. Exergy 21, a next-generation energy source that uses only water and air, has not yet been distributed internationally and has sold less than 100 units, so it is not yet known to the world. However, if Exergy 21 becomes more widely available, it will become a green energy that will surprise the world. Why is that so? It's because air and water are the cheapest of all energy sources in the world. Now let's look at the advantages of Exergy 21. First, as already mentioned, it is a clean energy without pollution. This goes without saying. Since it does not burn fuel, it does not produce any pollution. When using fossil fuels, the substances remaining after using the energy include carbon dioxide and impurities such as nitrogen oxides and sulfur oxides, which are all emitted as gases. At this time, various environmental problems arise, the first of which is acid rain. Acid rain, with a much higher acidity level of pH 4 to 5, falls due to the transformation of rainwater. Second, particulate matter, which is the remnants of sulfur oxides and nitrogen oxides contained in fossil fuels, is considered a serious cause of bronchial asthma, and exhaust fumes from industrial areas have caused serious pollution issues in various areas, including asthma. The third is the air pollution problem that is connected to the entire Earth, and the fourth is global warming. Nuclear power generation also poses a risk of environmental pollution because it creates radioactive waste. Everyone is aware of this risk, but they have said there was nothing they could do because there was no effective alternative. This is like sitting on a sinking ship and saying you can't escape. However, there is an alternative here at Exergy 21. All these problems cannot be solved with only the solar energy, wind energy, and geothermal energy that we currently use. There is no doubt that these are clean energies, but it is difficult to supply them conveniently for our lives due to limitations of time, space, and season. Solar energy varies depending on whether it is day or night, cloudy or clear, and also according to the season. In addition, solar energy has limited production capacity and high initial investment costs, and solar power equipment will all turn into waste one day. However, Exergy 21 is free from these problems. Exergy 21 produces a certain amount of energy 24 hours a day, all year round. for decades. Wind energy also uses no fuel and produces no carbon dioxide emissions, which can improve energy security. However, wind energy cannot produce electricity during times when the wind is not blowing, and the power supply may be irregular due to the inconsistent strength and direction of the wind. Exergy 21 was born through nearly 140 experiments and failures by adapting to various problems we are concerned about, such as air mass, pressure, wind speed, temperature, and the speed of the Earth's rotation. That's 140 attempts. So each time it failed, there would have been not only financial loss, but also great frustration. However, it succeeded because developer Chairman Lee Yong-hyung had a firm belief in natural science and the product. Therefore, we recommend installing Exergy 21 indoors or in a temporary building to adapt to these many variables. It is a 29-story residential commercial complex building located in Sindabang-dong, Dongjak-gu, Seoul. This apartment uses a heat pump system that uses only air heat to heat and cool, without using any gas or oil. Exergy 21 was installed in this apartment in October 2005 and has been providing heating and hot water for 3 years. As a result, fuel costs were much lower, the floors were warmer, and hot water could be used 24 hours a day without worry. The entire building, where the existing gas boiler was installed, was replaced with Exergy 21. Everything was changed to an air heat pump system instead of an oil tank. The average monthly heating cost for 264 square meters of these apartments is about $65, which is a significant economic benefit. It costs about 25 cents per square meter. It is more than 70% cheaper than the heating costs of nearby apartments of the same size. Exergy 21 uses electricity to operate the system, and this system is called a heat pump. In the case of existing heat pumps, when the outside temperature falls below freezing in winter, the moisture in the air in contact with the outdoor unit coil freezes into frost, which lowers the thermal conductivity of the outdoor unit coil surface, reducing the efficiency of the system. Therefore, the established theory was that when the external temperature falls below 5 degrees Celsius, the performance of the air heat pump deteriorates and the machine does not run well, making it difficult to put it into practical use in large spaces. Exergy 21 breaks this conventional wisdom and solves all the problems of existing heat pumps. The Exergy 21 system moves thermal energy through heat exchange and circulation of refrigerant in a circuit consisting of an evaporation, compression, condensation, expansion structure. It uses the basic principle that the temperature increases during compression and decreases during expansion. The refrigerant takes heat from the air, turns it into a gas, and then changes it back to a liquid, transferring heat to cold water and turning it into hot water. Air conditioning reverses the flow of refrigerant and turns it into cold water. Therefore, heating and cooling are possible at the same time. Chairman Lee Yong-hyung has long had the desire to enter the US or Europe, but he is in the dark about the procedures and how to move forward. In this era with so many promotions, it is difficult to determine the authenticity of a product, so Exergy 21, which seems like a dream at first glance, is difficult to promote to the world. But we can't just ignore the benefits of this new product. Thank you.